Shalom, shalom, people. How y'all doing today? Hope all is well with y'all. I just wanted to say to all of y'all that going through something, especially ones that's really just having a hard time trying to keep your head above water, to the ones that's out here that's trying to make it work and things are just not going your way. You're needing things. And you trying to figure out how you gonna achieve and acquire these things. And when you're doing your all, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I know some of y'all out here, there's a lot of people out here on this earth, don't have the means to take showers, don't have the means to buy toiletry, get personal hygiene and stuff like that. And it messes with your mental and your emotional state. And you just trying to find your way when you're being obedient. I don't understand that feeling all too well, because you're not the only one that's going through stuff like this. There's a lot of people on this earth going through stuff like this. I'm going through stuff like this. And it's painful. It hurts. And you wondering why things are being delayed in your life. Why, when you know you walking that narrow path. And that narrow path is not easy. It's not easy at all. A lot of people think, that when you called, when you walking in the light, when you carry this type of energy, this type of vibration, that it's simple. It's all sunshines and rainbows every day. We have our good days and we have our bad days. Hey, my suggestion is to y'all just to keep trusting and keep believing and keep holding on. Because he's going to have to show up and show out for and deliver. I believe it. Even though, we struggle. Scripture said he slay me every day. But he's going to continue to trust and believe and have faith and love on him anyway. And keep speaking his name. So that's the key. Regardless, at the end of the day, you got to keep trusting in him. You got to keep believing in him. You got to have faith. Continue to love him. Continue to live according to his word. Continue to embody that light. Yeah, it's always, it's always something that's going on. But he knows what's best for us. And when we think, the enemy wants you to let go. He wants you to doubt. He wants you to stress. He wants you to worry. He wants you to give in. He wants you to go backwards. But continue to move forward in your faith. Just know that he's a rewarder and he's a redeemer. And I know there's a lot of people that's on this earth there's a few of us that's going through this. He had to strip us bare. When he strips us bare, but it builds up character, it builds up resilience and stuff. We continue to fight. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts. It's painful. We ask questions why. When the whole world is moving along, but he calls us to be separate from the world. Don't do what the world do. Don't envy what the world, people in the world, what they have, anything like that. It's not that we envy people or envy things. When you start loving on yourself, when you want what's best for yourself, when you start really want to pour into yourself, it makes you feel some type of way. It makes you not want to give up. Because we're used to the things, the old pattern things, the old way of thinking, the old way of life. And when you transform your mind, your heart, and your emotional state, you have to say that, of course, he's going to deliver. He's going to show up and show out at the end of the day. But just continue to hold on to your trust. Continue to hold on to your faith. Stand in the word. Speak life into yourself. He's going to have to deliver. He will. He's not a man that shall lie. His word doesn't come back void. And he didn't meant for us to be like this. But we had to go through what we had to go through because when you in Mashiach, you're a new creation. So I just want to I always want to encourage y'all, we all need encouragement. We all need somebody to speak life into us every now and then, even though we know what's inside of us, but still, when we walk this path, we never alone. Ain't nobody beside me, but eyes are always watching me, so I'm not even tripping. I'm not even worrying about the eyes, But I just wanted to come on here and encourage, those who've been called, who have been chosen, who have been set apart to walk this narrow road. Those who answer the call, continue to hold your head up high. Continue to walk by faith, not by sight. Regardless, there's going to be a day. There's going to be a time. You just got to be in the right spiritual state, right emotional state, right mental state, even physical state. When you feeling like how I'm going to do this, when you start feeling kind of low on yourself, start walking. Start walking. Mainly speak life over yourself. But when you walk, go out in nature, even though you got eyes on you, people looking at you crazy and strange and stuff like that because the world is so doing worldly things. But just continue to hold your head up, lift your head up, speak life over yourself, and just know that it's working out for your good. We are overcomers. He gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers and warriors. And like I said, his timing is his timing. It's not our timing. No matter how bad we want it, no matter how bad we want it now, he knows when the perfect time it is. His timing is his timing. His will be done at the end of the day. But I just want to encourage y'all to let y'all just know that I'm still here. I may be going through it. Yeah, he slayed me. He done stripped me bare to the fact, man, ain't no way but up. But how do you know which way to go? Go inside. Your spirit go inside. Delight yourself into the Most High. Surrender, submit. Just cry out to him, call him to him. Quiet your mind. Just get in that place of shalom and just listen. I don't care how long it takes. But do what you gotta do. Excuse me. Do what you gotta do to continue to fight, for you can make it to the other side. Because we will make it to that land that's flowing with milk and honey. Hey, I believe it. Even though I don't see it, if it's not in my hands yet, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when he's going to show up. But I'm going to continue to hold on him. regardless at the end of the day. And I just want to encourage everybody else to do the exact same thing. Just hold on to it. Just hold on to his promises he has for you. If he promised you something, best believe it's going to happen for you. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. So continue to walk by faith, not by sight. And know that I love y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. I'm interceding for y'all. I do it every day, you know. And I do it for myself as well, you know, because this is not my portion. He didn't create us to be like this, but this is our time to rise up. This is our time to know who we are, and know who we belong to, and continue to loving on the Creator. That's the best thing I can tell you. Love y'all. See y'all soon.